been a blessing and really just kind of an awesome ride how it started with that and has gotten to where it is today. Hi, I'm Nick Kuchar and I'm a vintage-inspired artist and illustrator. I've been here about 13 years. I'm from Florida originally.
Okay.
Yeah, so did the extended honeymoon route, and yeah, my wife and I have been here ever since. So yeah, we actually both have degrees in industrial design, and that's kind of where we got our infatuation for modern design, mid-century style. And we were waiting tables at the time, just trying to make ends meet. And that was when I started sketching out a few prints, and we designed them, hung them in our house, and she told me, she's like, hey, these are kind of cool, you should start an online store. And it just slowly grew from that. I like to tell people that I'm inspired by a lot of the outdoor day-to-day activities in Hawaii. That's how my creative process started, was just being inspired by surf spots, hiking locations, and just awesome spots that we like to frequent in Hawaii. It usually starts with a sketch or on-site photos if I'm going and scouting a location, a place that's kind of important to us. And then after that I'll bring it into the studio and turn it into a digital sketch, start blocking in color and things like that. So everything I do is ultimately output digitally, but I'll also create like some acrylic washes and details that utilize some of my fine art background and also give it kind of like a textured, layered effect. It's kind of like surfing. Like if you ride a bunch of different boards, it makes you a better surfer. I feel like it's kind of the same way with art. I think originally I was inspired a lot by, like I was saying, just travel prints of the golden age of Hawaii, like the air travel, old Pan Am type stuff, and then also just old signage and typography. But yeah, also just getting outside, and if you do have that creative block, sometimes it's best just to take a break from it and go back to your roots of like, hey, why are we actually in Hawaii? Like, we love the culture, we love the community and the weather, and so the closer you get to those things, it's usually easier to find the inspiration. But yeah, there's something about that, just color palette and just simplicity, that I feel really drawn to. And I think my art is kind of fun and whimsical, and I like to think that it puts people in a good mood. I drive an old Volkswagen van, and I feel like that's a vehicle where you just drive by and people are in a good mood, like it makes them smile. So I like my art to have the same feeling for people. Half of my customers are probably locals and half are tourists that travel here. And I think the common bond they have is they'll see a print of a location that has an emotional connection to them, and they want to capture that emotion that they had when they experienced that place, whether it's a place they grew up or a place they just visited for 24 hours. Everybody kind of has that story for these different locations that they connect with, and I feel like that's kind of what I have in mind when I create it.